friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hey, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing. And if you are back, welcome back. Today I'm here to join you all for a WIP and Chat. It feels like it's been a minute since we've gotten to do one of these together. WIP stands for work in progress, and Chat stands for chat. So I'm going to be working on a diamond painting and just chatting and catching up with you guys from the past couple weeks. And yeah, feel free to whip out your WIP and work alongside me, whether that's a diamond painting or something else crafty or house related or what have you. So I am going to be working on one of my diamond paintings for Summer with the Masters, and I have a variety of diamond painting accessories here. Let me just give you a really quick rundown before we get started. The diamond painting I'm working on is the one custom that I had ordered for Summer with the Masters. It's a custom of the piece Destiny, which is from the artist John William Waterhouse. I believe it's from the year 1900. I would have to double check that. But I love this artwork, and I am on the last couple of rows here, but it's quite slow going because it's extremely confetti heavy, and the symbols are so saturated that sometimes it gives me a headache to work on, to be honest with you. So it's just taking a little bit of time, and I'm taking breaks and working on other kits in between when I need a little breather. But I ordered it in a 60 by 80, and yeah, so I'm 3/4 done with it now. Other tools that I'm using. So this is a pen from Brewers Custom Diamond Painting Pens. Their Etsy shop name is Mountain Inspirations, I believe, or MTN Inspirations, but their Facebook group name is Brewers Custom Diamond Painting Pens. This is my first pen from them, and I wanted to try it out in this chat together. This pen is from Van Lathe Works. I have one other pen from them, but I was excited to use this one as well. And then this tray is from a new to me company. This is from Add More Zest. She has a YouTube channel as well, and I think her YouTube channel name might be 4Kids at 147. She's a crafting channel and has been around for quite a while. I feel like she's one of the OG diamond painting channels out there. Definitely go and check her out. I believe that I got this binder from Galloway's Gallery. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's where this one's from. And then I'm going to be using Patty Wax in Lemon Meringue Pie scent in my single placers. And then this is the Gem Tack in Sugared Lemon in my multi-placers. This is from Crystal Trays. I will link to all of these small shops down in the description box. I'll link to their social media info as well, so you can go and check them out if you like. But let me go ahead, and I think I'll start with this one because I've worked with the Van Lathe Works pen before. But most of this stuff, like the pens in the tray, are from my most recent small shop haul video, and I always like to test out new to me products in my WIP and Chats with you guys. So the minder is just because it felt like everything is kind of a dumpster fire in the world right now, so I thought, yeah, that seems rather appropriate. But let me get this pen loaded up and we'll get to start painting a little bit. So how is your day so far, your week so far? It is currently the 4th of July, the evening of the 4th of July, where I am and I'm recording. So if you hear any fireworks, that would be why. If you live in the States and you're celebrating, it's late in the evening, so most of the fireworks have tapered off. We'll see if my cricket friend starts back up here. We'll see. Yes, he is still around. I actually saw him come out from underneath the dishwasher at one point, and I was like, can I please just relocate you outside? How are you still, like, what are you eating? How are you surviving right now? I don't know. But we shall see. The kids seem to be snoozing through the fireworks without any trouble. Our cat didn't really make an appearance until things quieted down as far as the fireworks go, but all seems to be well. But I am really looking forward to being able to sit down with a WIP and Chat with you guys, because it feels like it's been a little while, because last week was my Summer with the Masters video, and I kind of have just, for sake of my own just what I have time for, realistically speaking, I've just sort of let those Summer with the Masters videos function as my weekly WIP and Chats. So I didn't put up a WIP and Chat last week, and so it's been 2 weeks and a little bit because I didn't film my WIP and Chat over the weekend. I didn't have it up for you today, which is Monday, which is when I normally have up my WIP and Chats, but I was on a little mini vacation and got back late Saturday night, and I just wanted to get lots of good family time in and hang out with my hubby and stuff after I got back. I didn't really want to film on Sunday night, plus I figured with the holiday that maybe you guys would understand. And I think a lot of people were maybe celebrating and doing stuff over the long weekend anyway. So, okay, I'm very curious to try out this tray. Okay, it came with a stopper. Can I get the stopper out? That I suppose will really determine things. Yep. Cute little stopper. And I know that she has 2 different sizes of trays. I actually don't remember if this is the larger or the smaller size of the trays. Let me get my minder going here. But either way, I have a tray to try. I'm not too worried about necessarily having a larger tray anyway, because this has so much confetti. I get to do very little multi-placing. Oh well. I apologize for the glare. I didn't pull out my lighting. I just wanted to plug in and chat. Adam and I wasn't sure if I'd even film tonight because Adam and I we've been catching up on shows together. We had to put a pause on Deep Space Nine because it left Netflix. And we don't really want to start the Paramount Plus trial or pay for Paramount Plus right now. I'm pretty sure that's where it moved to. But we did start catching up on some of our Marvel shows because we fell really behind on those. So we started Hawkeye, which I'm really enjoying. I think it's a lot of fun. And yeah, so after that we'll probably watch Moon Knight and Miss Marvel and stuff like that. Adam doesn't seem particularly excited about watching the What If series, but I am curious to watch that. And we have tickets to see Thor Love and Thunder this weekend. Hopefully that will all work out. But yeah, so we're let's just watch a bunch of Marvel shows just in case there's a reference in Thor that we don't want to miss. But yeah, so that's fun. And yeah, so let me tell you a little bit more about this kit, by the way. So this is a custom from Dreamer Designs. It's the one custom that I had ordered for Summer with the Masters. And I ordered it in part because I saw Lenka working on, or I saw rather her completion of a John William Waterhouse custom from Dreamer Designs, and I thought it turned out so gorgeous. And so I was I want to give that a try. Also because Jessica and I really like testing out different companies that offer customs for you guys for Summer with the Masters and stuff. So unfortunately, this kit does seem to have some of the I feel the pitfalls that a lot of Dreamer Designs kits can have, which is I don't know if it's something with the canvas or with the ink or what, but Dreamer Designs canvases are so highly saturated, the actual drill field itself, the symbols, the color is so intense, it literally gives me a headache. So I can't work on it for really, really long stretches of time because I'm already very headache prone. I had an allergic reaction to a Dreamer Designs prepackaged canvas a year and a half ago, and so now I feel just kind of wary about their canvases anyway. The drills have a lot of trash, so I'm picking around that. I'm hoping I'm not going to run out of any colors. Some of them seem a bit low, but I'm hoping that that's just because there's not very many of that particular color left in the rest of the canvas, but I'm a little nervous. So I ended up, when I realized that this kit was starting to feel a little bit tedious to work on, and I needed a break from the confetti and these super saturated symbols, I decided to kit up Woman in Gold, a little bit of an impulse choice because I have a couple other kits that I absolutely want to make sure that I get to during Summer with the Masters. But all of the special drills in Woman in Gold were calling my name, so that's what we went with. You might hear my cat eating, by the way. She decided to grace us with her presence. Yeah, so that was so much fun to start. Oh my gosh. Jacqueline, my friend, was you're like a kid in a candy store. You're so happy working on this canvas. It was such a good idea to kit up another kit to work on. I was yeah, you're right. But Woman in Gold is honestly normally like the very opposite of my personal taste as far as art goes. But I've seen a number of other people work on this particular kit, and I knew it was just chock full of special drills. And I feel like she's kind of a classic, like quintessential Old Masters piece. And I'm so, so, so glad that I didn't let the fact that it's not my usual art style drive me away, because she is magical to work on, and she's working up fast. Super, 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 super fast. I was cracking up because I was looking at Diamond Painting Geek over on Instagram. She creates and puts up these really funny like diamond painting related memes. I feel like we joined Instagram around the same time, like 2 years ago. But she's really entertaining, and she'd put up a meme, something like, I'm like not sure if it's a compliment or an insult when someone comments on how quickly I finish diamond paintings, something like that. And it just made me think about how I guess like there are people that think that I finish diamond paintings like really, really quickly. And I mean, I do. And every once in a while I get like someone that seems to think that like there's something suspicious about it. Like I'm not actually doing all my diamond paintings myself. And I'd be like, first, like, I guess I'm flattered, but also watch my WIP and Chats and you'll see me actually doing my diamond paintings. Second, it's a hazard of this being like basically my singular hobby. I spend a lot of time doing this. It, in some ways, like it's a little bit of a side gig anyway, like because I get to work on these like as part of my channel, which is, I don't even call it a job because I love it so much. It still brings me so much joy. But also, I am way, 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 way too much of a control freak to let anyone else touch my diamond paintings. I'm too much of a perfectionist. And like, I don't know, it gives me way too much satisfaction to work on and complete diamond paintings. I cannot fathom like trying to pass off someone else's work as my own. So that just made me laugh. But yeah, like I diamond paint a lot in the evenings. Oops, just got some putty all over that. After my kids go to bed, I squeeze it in a lot during the day. And it's one of those hobbies that's really, it's highly regulating for me, like for my anxiety and whatnot. And yeah, so I diamond paint quickly. And sometimes it's just the kit. Like this kit in particular, I feel like is going so slow, but it's a 60 by 80 and it is so confetti heavy. And like the canvas gives me a little bit of extra work to read anyway, because the symbols are so saturated. And yeah, so anyway, I try not to get a complex about how long it feels like this canvas is taking me, but just kicking back and enjoying the process. Okay, I like this tray, but it doesn't hold a ton of diamonds. And for someone that like, especially like in this kit in particular, I ended up working in really large sections. And so I'm like, I want to be able to pour a bunch of a color into my tray so that I don't have to refill it regularly, so I can multi-place after I pick out the trash easily. And yeah, so that's what's going on with this and the kits that I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have this one finished up here sometime this week. Like I said, I have a couple other kits that I really, really want to make sure that I try to get to during summer with the Masters. I would really love to work on Zodiac from Alphonse Mucha and Distracted by Diamonds, and I'd really love to work on Starry Night Over the Rhone that Crafties sent over to me. Is that a concave? Why is that not wanting to come off my diamond or my pen? There we go. So I want to work on both of those kits. I should be able to get to them. And then I really want to start on my new cross-stitch conversion project. That is coming. I have all the materials for it. I'm still debating if I want to add on a video where I talk about kitting up again, because I feel like I kind of covered that in my last little series. So that's one of my holdups right now, is that I haven't kitted it up because I can't decide if I should be filming or time-lapsing kitting it up. So I need to decide on that, because now that I'm home from my little mini vacation, I want to get started on that cross-stitch conversion project, which, by the way, thank you for the incredibly warm and positive response to that video that I put up last week, where I sat down and explained why I'm putting my original cross-stitch conversion project on hold. I really was not sure what the response was going to be to that. I thought I might make some people really angry. They might think that this video was clickbait. They might think that that project was clickbait all around. But I actually was pleasantly surprised that I didn't really get any negative comments on that particular video. So thank you for the the really kind words and the just the outpouring of support and people being like, yeah, no, totally get it. If this project sounds like it's been super frustrating and it's obviously not sparking joy anymore, like, yeah, no, table that. Life is too short to work on projects that are frustrating and not enjoyable to work on. So yay, thank you guys for that. I super appreciate it. You'll hear it in my voice when I put up the unboxing of the materials, but I just was elated when I unboxed my new materials for my new project. And I was just like, oh my gosh, even just looking at like how I broke down the canvases and looking at these like lovely and high quality looking poured glue canvases. The drills look good from what I can see. I just am relieved, and I'm like, oh, there's the excitement and the joy and the anticipation in a good way that I had at the beginning of my original project. And now I have it for this new one. And I hope that it stays and that it is fulfilled, that it's worth it. Someone did comment, they were like, shouldn't you have followed your own advice and ordered a small project to start with from your new supplier to see if you like their materials? And I just responded, I was like, I must not have said that in the video, but I did complete a canvas from this company way back. I don't think that it was licensed. I'm pretty sure it was not. So that's why I'm not like advertising it, I guess. So I don't think that kit never showed up on my channel. I don't believe. But yeah, it was a ways back. But yeah, so I've at least worked with their drills before, and they're widely regarded and well known in the community for having good quality drills, and not just in like the heaven and earth design circles. So anyway, excited to actually get started on that project and share with you all how that's going. So stay tuned. Watch this space for further developments and all that. But yes, so thank you again for the positive response to that video. Now, life updates. I feel like there's so much. So I went on a little mini vacation to Texas last week. I went and spent like 5 days with my friend Jacqueline, who I met her through the diamond painting community on Instagram. We both started diamond painting at the same time, joined the Instagram community at the same time, and I am super grateful for her friendship. But we had talked for a little while about getting together over the summer because, you know, she would be on a summer break from her job working in a school, and I knew that like things would be a little bit less intense with the kiddos and stuff, and so I ended up making it happen. So I got to go to Texas for a few days, and we called it our own little mini diamond painting retreat. By the way, Jacqueline is Diamond Art Sparkles over on Instagram. She gets through projects pretty quickly too, and works on a lot of really fun licensed kits as well. So go give her a follow. I'll link to her Instagram below. But I got to hang out with her and her kiddo, and we basically diamond painted and then napped and then picked up food and lather, rinse, repeat. It was very, very low key. It was not a touristy vacation for me. Like, it wasn't about like visiting touristy spots or anything like that. It was just about like spending some time with my friend, and it was so nice. We've got a lot going on just with our family this summer, and so it was a chance for me to just kind of go and recoup and rejuvenate and refresh, I think, a bit. in the midst of all that. So it was such a good trip. It was so relaxing. And yes, Adam and the boys did fantastic at home without me, which I knew they would. I knew they would. Adam is so amazing with our kiddos, but I was super impressed because I asked a lot of him. The kids started up with summer school, and basically Adam was holding down the fort and making like summer school for them, like getting them out the door and getting home and stuff. All that happened totally solo, and it was like a new bus schedule and this, that, and the other thing. So no, like they did amazing. But yeah, I had lots of fun like teasing Jacqueline about a lot of the things that I found to be silly or amusing about Texas. And this is just a thing that I do, is I love to tease friends about regional differences, we'll call them. So we like I said, we ate our way through Texas, went to a lot of different places that were specific to Texas, which I had told him, like, it's not like we are not allowed to eat any places that I can also eat in California, but like if there are any places you want to make sure I go, then, you know, obviously we want to do that. So there was like the obvious, like Whataburger, and there were some other like barbecue and fried chicken places, and there were a couple of really funny moments that happened here. So for one, there's one place we went to get fried chicken, and the meals that they served just came with, like, you could pick, like, a side and whatever, get your fried chicken, and then it was, like, you got gravy. The gravy was to dip your chicken in. And I was like, this is literally not a thing in California. Like, gravy is not the dipping sauce in California. You get gravy if you're getting, like, mashed potatoes or something else to go with it. And at one point, like, we were ordering our food. There was a guy that had come up to us to, like, take our order. And I had ordered my meal that I think I just got, like, chicken tenders or something. And I was like, do you have anything else to, like, dip the chicken in besides gravy? And he kind of just, like, kind of did the head tilt, like, looked at me sideways thing. And I was like, and then Jacqueline was like, oh, she's from California, and they don't serve, like, gravy with their fried chicken. And the guy just kind of looked at me for a second. He's like, did you just eat your chicken dry? And I just start cracking up laughing. And I was like, no, we have other dipping sauces like ranch or barbecue or like any number of other, like ketchup even, dipping sauce. And like gravy is not something that is typically offered as like your dipping sauce for your fried chicken. And they were just cracking up at me, and I was just like, it's fine, I'll just take the gravy, it's fine. Like, because they were looking at me like, this guy was looking at me like I had two heads. I was like, I swear I'm not crazy. The other thing that cracked me up is that at more than one restaurant, including this same restaurant and Whataburger, and I think there was another place, the default size on their drinks is child size. And I don't mean child as in like a little small itty bitty drink. I mean child as in the size of a child. I felt like I was living in Pawnee, Indiana from Parks and Rec, where literally the size of a child, like 128 ounces of soda, is like the default size or something. No, that was the default, and we were asked if we wanted to like upsize our drinks. I'm like, how much bigger could it even be? This huge drink. I was just like, I'm telling you, this is disproportionate, Jacqueline. And she's just like, what? No, like it's, you get plenty of drink. And I'm like, this is not normal. This is like the largest possible size that you can get at any given place in California. And so I was like, everything really is bigger in Texas. And she's like, oh my gosh. So that was really, really, really funny. And it's one of those things that it's just like, things that you think are normal because you grew up in the place, when in fact it is not necessarily, like it's very regional. And of course, we ended up in the classic age-old debate. Do you know the one? Is it pop or is it soda? This is actually an ongoing argument in my own home. You've probably heard me talk about it in my WIP and Chats before. But I grew up in small little farm town in Ohio, and we said pop. And we thought that if you said soda, it was because you thought that you were too good for everyone else and you were snooty. Like, oh, you said soda. It's so fancy. But in California, it's, if you say pop, they kind of like give you that pat on the head, like, oh, that's so cute. You said pop. It's very condescending. And I just want to be like, y'all realize that you are enforcing the stereotypes, right? Sorry, this is a trash drill. It just went flying. But in Texas, at least like with Jacqueline, she was all, I'm giggling every time you say pop. I'm like, whatever, you live in Texas. Aren't you supposed to say Coke for everything? Because that is a thing in like parts of Texas, maybe other parts of the United States, where they say Coke for everything. It's like, be at a restaurant ordering a drink, be like, I'd like a Coke. And be like, okay, what kind? A Sprite. That is weird. That one's never going to make sense to me. So go ahead and sound off in the comments what you say. And if you say one or the other, how do you feel about people that say it the other way? So largely, now that I live in California, I mostly say soda because I don't want to get the side eye. I don't really want to be like patronized for saying it. So yeah, I have caved to that, but I'm just masking. I'm just putting on a show. In my heart, I will always be a pop girl. You take the girl out of the farm town. You can't take the farm town out of the girl, I suppose. So yeah, it was a really, really fun trip. We did lots of diamond painting, like I said, and lots of just napping guilt-free whenever I felt like it. And we got a couple of rows done on Woman in Gold. I flew an airline that came with like free checked bags, and so I was able to guilt-free like pack a bunch of diamond painting stuff. I even packed my recording arm because Diamond Art Club ended up having a sneak peek for me that week that was going out late. So I was like, I know this is weird, but can you send it to my friend in Texas? Because that's where I am, and I'm just going to film my sneak peek there. It came in like the Thursday before the video needed to go up. I was like, she's in your system. Like, she's a fellow Diamond Art Club aficionado. Like, I'm sure you'll recognize her name. So, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And it's always bittersweet to get to do these little vacations because it's good because I get the chance to like recharge. The kids get to have a chance to have some really, really good like just one-on-one time with Adam and all of that. But at the same time, like I missed my kids. I was so looking forward to getting back to them and getting like the super, super sweet snuggles from Connor and like the body slams that are Micah's love language. And I have just been soaking up the time with them since I've been back. It's been so nice. And of course, like I missed Adam. Like we chatted and we texted and stuff, but it's still not quite the same as being together in person. But no, he killed it. He absolutely killed it while I was gone. And yep, so it was such a good trip and good to be home. Thankfully, I didn't really have much in the way of headaches while I was in Texas. I mentioned that to my mom when I got home. She's like, maybe it's all the pollution in California, because pretty much as soon as I got back to California, I was like, oh, looks like some of my headaches are back, but maybe some of the allergens in the air or something. Or maybe I was just so relaxed when I was in Texas. Maybe I need to do some relaxation exercises. Because the boys they keep me hopping. But yeah, so other fun life updates. Adam and I got to go out and celebrate our wedding anniversary before I went to Texas. And we just went out and had a really nice dinner and walked around. And just enjoyed having an evening together. His dad came and stayed with the kids, and they always love grandpa time. And they're easy to put to bed and stuff, so I think that they were pretty easy on his dad too. So that was really fun. It's crazy to think like how long we've been married and all of the just what life has looked like for us with the kiddos and everything. So speaking of the kiddos did start up with summer school, and selfishly I'm like, great, now I can have some of my mornings back for filming. that'll be really, really nice because I do prefer, as I've said a million times at this point, I do really, really prefer filming in the mornings, like with the natural daylight and no cricket. And it also just frees up my evenings because I really, really love to spend my evenings with Adam and just relaxing and stuff like that. So I am glad that they have some summer school since they're both in special ed. That's why they get to do that. But they're both enjoying it a lot. I was a little nervous because Micah has to get up earlier. Like the schedules kind of got a little shifted for summer school, and I wasn't sure how Micah was going to handle the earlier wake time. But Adam said he did great. So I guess I'll see for myself in the morning. I still have to pack their lunches and get everything set out and all that so that they're good to go. But it also makes it a lot easier for me to do things like grocery shop and take care of errands and stuff like that. So yeah, that's another reason I thought, let me go ahead and film tonight since it sounds like the fireworks and stuff have stopped, because that'll free up tomorrow morning so I can do some more filming for the week and knock out some errands as well. I forget, patty wax does leave a little bit of residue. If you are using something like patty wax on your diamond painting or any other kind of wax alternative, basically something besides the pink wax or even with the pink wax, if whatever you're using to diamond paint is leaving a little bit of residue, you can use like a soft bristle toothbrush to kind of like, it almost polishes up your diamonds a little bit. You can even use just like a soft cloth and lightly wipe over them. I don't know if you use like a damp cloth or something like that, but there's a couple of different options. I don't know, sometimes I just literally run my finger over it, just wipe it off. But yeah, I don't tend to think about it too much. This pen is pretty thick, so if you like a bit of a thicker pen, like if that's more comfortable to hold and diamond paint with, definitely make sure you check out Brewer's custom diamond painting pens. I had to, when I was filming that small shop haul, I had to go back and double check because I was like, my invoice and the return address say MTN Inspirations, but like I'm sure this is from Brewers. Let me go check and see, just to confirm that they haven't like done a name change and that it's just a discrepancy with what they have on Facebook versus what they have on Etsy. And yeah, that's all that it was. So not a big deal. I'm stretching. I'm yawning. Oh my goodness. I feel like I, even though I got to just nap to my heart's content and stuff when I was in Texas, I still just feel very fatigued. I hope that I'm not getting sick. I did wear a mask on the plane and in the airports and stuff, and have tried to just be really careful and whatnot. But I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people getting the thing a second time around, and it does make me a little nervous. Look at all the trash in here, you guys. Every single time I pour a color into my tray, and look at this, I'm over 3/4 of the way through this kit already. Every single time I dump a color and I shake it out, doesn't matter how many times I've dumped that color and used it before, I have to go through and pick out the trash. I am telling you, I've been spoiled by good quality squares from Diamond Art Club. This is not it. It's these tiny little tabs. You can see it there. Like that will be a problem. Speaking of really high quality squares, you guys seeing how Jade is adding like new kits to her shop on the regular, like almost daily at this point, and I'm just like, Jade, you're adding too many amazing artists. My bank account cannot handle. I'm gonna need you to stop now. There's another one. Which one is that? This one. I really hope I'm gonna have enough diamonds to finish this kit. And there's lots of ones that have the holes in the top. Like, jeez, oh man. Okay. But yeah, Jade is out here just like regularly releasing new amazing kits. So I'm like, all right, well, just take all my money then, Jade. I unboxed my my first kit from her last week, and or was that over the weekend? It was over the weekend. I want to start on that one as soon as possible because I really want to see what it's like to watch the image come to life over like the negative printing, like the photo negative style of printing. I want to do that. I really want to test out her squares because I've heard such amazing things about them, and the image is so pretty. It's the Heart of the Forest mini, which is the gal that's like pressed up and hugging a fox, and it's so gorgeous. So I also saw that, who else? Okay, Lola Rose Diamonds is doing a sale over I think it was 4th of July weekend, but they had some kits marked way down. I need to work on my kit from them as well, but yeah, go check out Lola Rose Diamonds. Patty Wax Distracted by Diamonds had a bunch of kits marked down for 4th of July weekend. I'm not sure if they'll still be on sale this week, but they had a bunch of kits marked 40% off, and I was like, dang, I want all the things. There's not enough time in a day to do all the kits that I want to do, and Diamond Art Club did a restock this past weekend. Like, I just am like, why is it that it all seems to hit at once? Like, all the companies restock all at once or drop new kits all at once. I'm like, just can you coordinate differently and space it out, please? Anyway, so I keep accidentally picking up extra diamonds. I don't mean to. Other fun kit updates. Connor had a little bit of dental work done a couple weeks ago, and that was before I went to Texas, and he did great with that. All went smoothly, and then Mike has been having a thing with one of his ears wanting to bleed a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know what is going on with this kid. And of course he doesn't like it when the doctors go to take a look, but I'm just like, is there something wrong with this tube? So I'm keeping an eye on it, because if it doesn't heal up, we're gonna have to go see the ENT again. It's just, ugh. He does not like the doctor. Poor kid. I don't necessarily blame him, but yeah, so they're both doing well. They were so sweet, because I got home well after they had gone to bed on Saturday, and then in the morning Connor came into our bed, and I just heard him go, "Mommy, you're home." And I was like, "Yes, I am. Come cuddle with me, buddy." And then I fell back asleep because he gets up at like 7:50 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and that is before I wake up most days, especially on the weekends, especially after a travel day. I was really nervous because I wasn't sure if any of my flights would be affected by all the cancellations that were happening over the holiday weekend, because I think that there were like pilots from one airline were striking. It wasn't the airline I was flying, but I was also hearing about staffing issues with various airports. So I was nervous flying. I was like, I just don't want to get stranded. But then I reminded myself, it could be worse. You could have the kids with you and have to worry about being stranded with the kids. I'm like, oh, that's okay. Good reminder yourself. It could be a lot more stressful. So yeah. Anyway. But yeah, no, all went smoothly. I just got home late, which was as planned. I got to have most of my last day like in Texas, and just got to soak it up, and we got coffee, and they have I don't know if you call it a restaurant. It's a cookie place. It's a cookie shop. Literally, they sell cookies. It's called the Great American Cookie Company, and we got cookies. And those were delicious. Yeah. It was good. So anyway, I think I'm actually going to try to wrap it up here soon, because I'm getting tired, and I think I want to try to go to bed soon. But things that are coming this week. So I have a lot of different unboxings I need to get done. Orloa sent me a couple of kits to share, and I'm super curious to see what they are up to, because I worked on a kit of theirs last fall for Drills and Chills, And I have one or two other kits of theirs in my stash, but I have heard that they have made some improvements, and I am hoping that maybe I will see some of those when I get to open those kits up, but I want to get into those. I got some mystery kits in from Diamond Art Clothes Mystery Kit release last week, 2 weeks ago. I think they came when I was in Texas, but I would like to open at least one of those with you guys, and I have a little bit of a backlog of like kits that have come in. Like there's an Enablers Outpost kit, the one that's from Emma Casey of the Lullaby Dragon. I never actually filmed an unboxing for that video, or for that kit, and I think I want to do that. So there's a lot of stuff that I could do. I guess it's July now, which means it's time for me to do my month in review for the month of June. And I actually have a couple of different finishes to share. And it's so weird because in some ways, like the beginning of June just feels like forever ago. And I tend to do this thing where once I finish a kit that then it just almost immediately like leaves my brain, especially once I filmed the post review for it. My brain is just like, okay, this kit is now like in the distant past. So like I completed the Rika Raikkonen mystery kit towards the beginning of June, first week or two of June, but like that feels like forever ago. So like I have to include that in with lots of spoiler warnings, of course, in my month in review video. But like, gosh, that feels like forever ago. Good thing I have my logbook. But then I completed Wonder Woman was last month as well. And the Alphonse Mucha panel for summer. Yeah, there was a lot that I finished in the month of June. And of course, like, it's July 4th and I still haven't filmed that video, but here I am, like, still making progress on the kits that I'm working on. So I'm just going to be like, well, like in the case of this custom, be like, well, technically it got up to about like here in June on this kit. But I don't know. I love seeing other people's monthly recaps as well, because it's a really fun way to see like what diamond paintings that people have been working on and what have people been up to. It's just a nice recap to see it all in one place. And it's fun to like talk about goals for the next month and stuff. But yeah, this month is going to be a lot of like Summer with the Masters. I have so many Summer with the Masters kits in my stash, and I don't think it's going to be slowing down anytime, between this year and next year. So I'm like, I just am going to go ahead and knock out as much as I possibly can of Summer with the Masters kits. Instead of like last year, I was like, I'll just leave that in my stash till next year. So I'm going to see if I can knock out this one, Woman in Gold, and then hopefully 2 more. And we'll see if I can make that happen. And then August, I just want to work on whatever kits I'm in the mood to work on. Hopefully put a dent in my cross-stitch conversion project. And then September, like, that kicks off Drills and Chills. So I remember this happening last year where once Summer with the Masters started, it felt like it kind of just went a little bit nonstop until the end of the year, because it was Summer with the Masters for 2 months. And actually last year, Summer with the Masters went longer than that. We went till did we go till mid-August? It went a long time last year. And then I had the month of August that I kind of took off from anything event related. And then we had Drills and Chills September and October. And then November was kind of an off month. And then December, I felt like I just wanted to work on holiday related kits. So I don't know. I remembered feeling that way at the second half of last year. That was like, okay, now it's just like kind of a steady stream of events, or at least times of year that I want to be working on themed kits. And I know that I don't have to do that way, but I kind of feel like I do at the same time. So yeah, we'll see. I like that I have some off months planned where I can just kind of work on whatever I'm in the mood to work on, and just follow my nose, and hopefully put a tiny bit of a dent in my stash somehow. But yeah, I was going to mention as well, because I had several of you, I just glanced at my little notepad here. I did forget to mention, because so many of you had really encouraging words and kind things and empathy to share when I shared about my migraines in my last WIP and Chat. So I think it was after that I got to meet with my primary care physician and talk about my headaches a bit and kind of make a game plan. And honestly, I cannot remember. It's possible that this happened and I already shared about it in last week's WIP and Chat. I'm sure I shared about it in my Patreon vlog, but honestly, sometimes it bleeds together what I've talked about there and what I've just talked about here. So anyway, I met with her, made a game plan to track my headaches using an app so that I can see like how often I'm having headaches, when they're migraines. I can rate like my pain, rate my symptoms and like what I suspect my triggers were, and if I had to take medication and what I took. So I'm tracking that to see like how often am I having headaches, how often am I having to take medication to get rid of them. But one of the main things I wanted to talk to her about was that I was like, over-the-counter medication isn't doing it for me anymore. Like Advil is not necessarily helping, even if I take it really early. And then the kind of ace up my sleeve medication, Excedrin, is not seeming to work consistently anymore. That's freaking me out. So she did prescribe Imitrex as a rescue med for migraines. I have had to take it a couple of times, and unfortunately, I don't know that it totally worked, which is also scary. But I'm tracking that as well. And I'm going to touch base with her again in a couple of months because we want to see like what do the patterns seem to be and what's working, like how often am I actually getting headaches and stuff like that. Because she had mentioned something in passing, because I had asked like, well, how would I know if these are chronic or they're often enough that I have to take like a daily med as opposed to just like a rescue med. She's like, oh, well, if you're having like more than, I don't remember what it was, 15 headache days a month. I was like, headache or migraine? Because if just normal headaches count, it's very, very possible that I am in fact having like more headache days, like that I've crossed that threshold. She was like, oh, yeah, let's track these. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, I don't know if you feel like you ever have to do anything like that, the app that she recommended to me and apparently is like the top app for it on the App Store or whatever, I found to be really easy to use and stuff. It's called Migraine Buddy. They try to make it all cutesy and stuff, but I'm like, no, this is to track pain, so this is just great. So yeah, that's been working, and I'll touch base with her again in a couple months, and we'll see. But thanks for all of you that shared solidarity and just sympathy in general. I am so sorry that so many of us deal with headaches and migraines and stuff. They're just the worst. And I don't think that they're tied to my, unfortunately, they don't seem to be hormonal, because there doesn't seem to be a pattern with them related to my cycles and stuff. So I think that's common for a lot of people. That just has not seemed to be the case for me, but that's why we're tracking, is to find out. So we'll see. Man, I think that maybe this Gemtac, maybe it just doesn't work quite as well in the heat because it's really, really, really gummy. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, some waxes and putties are really sensitive to climate. So like whether it's really cold or really warm. So keep that in mind. Like there may be some wax alternatives or waxes that you hear me talk about and how much I love, but you might try them and be like, this is a hot mess. Literally, it's not working for me. That can totally be why, if you live in a really hot or really cold climate. But oh my gosh, yeah, this putty is picking up diamonds left and right. Well, we made a little dent in this piece. There's actually, this was a lot of color blocking. That was a ton of color blocking. That was so nice. I haven't had that kind of color blocking in this piece. There's just been tons and tons and tons and tons of confetti. But thanks for giving me company while I was diamond painting with you guys tonight. It was really good to catch up. Like I said, I feel like it's been a while just with doing my Summer with the Masters videos and basically letting those be my WIP and Chats, just because I can't do tons and tons of videos, especially when the kids were home from school, and so I was just basically filming in the evenings and stuff. So, but we'll see how things go with them being in summer school and me having my mornings at home back. But you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the WIP and Chat here. I know it's just a little bit early. I usually go to usually try to go closer to an hour, but like I said, I'm feeling pretty sleepy, so I'm gonna go take advantage and try to get rid of this lingering jet lag. But if you made it all the way to the end of the video, let's say this object right here that I've been working on is actually a ship. We're working on this sideways, by the way. Like the canvas is sideways. This is the top left corner right here. This is a ship. So how about some kind of boat or ocean related emoji? I'm pretty sure there's some different like boat emojis in there. Why don't you leave that in the comment? Just let me know if you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know how you've been. Let me know if you say pop, soda, or Coke, or some variation thereof, and how you feel about people that say different things. Do you judge them? Or, are you like, aw, that's so cute? Or are you like, oh, that person's so prissy? Yeah, tell me all the things, because I'm endlessly entertained by regional differences like that. So you guys, I hope that you have an amazing start to your week, especially if you're in the US and you get a short week because of the holiday. But yeah, if you're not already subscribed, by the way, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, you probably would like it here. So feel free to subscribe. You can even hit the bell to be notified when I share new videos. All right, my friends, thanks again for hanging out. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, like I said, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.